Hey man, you know they say 1017 curse, bro. Everybody keep dying or going to jail, bro. Man, Gucci ain't put no gun in them folk hand, man. Man, you not listening, man. Let me give you a rundown of what happened. 2016, the year I came up out the feds. I had a plan to execute and rip the game up in the shreds. Signed a new 1017 and locked the game up like some dreads. But there was holes up in my plan and I ain't even had no thread. Signed Hood Rich Pablo 1, at first everything was so Gucci, until I found out that these niggas kept on taking his jewelry. They gave his ass a knuckle sandwich, swole his lip up, he goofy. Signed Lil Wop and dropped him cause he like wee in his booty. Pooh Shiesty was my cash cow, but he too much of a thug. Gun fell out of his skinny jeans and he shot up the club. Robbed some white boys in the Lambo, dog, I can't make this up. Across from the police station, yeah, that nigga was fucked. Fujiano cut his monitor and went on the run. On IG hooping at Berkmar High School, brother, damage was done. Hot Boy West doing 15 for trying to run over his BM. With his kids in the car, it's like a nigga ain't seen him. Ain't think shit about his deal, he said fuck it, carpe diem. Wacko nigga from Wacko, Texas, Hot Boy West was a demon. R.I.P. the big scar, that boy shot bright like a lamp. R.I.P. to the beautiful queen, yeah, the one and only champ. She could rap and she could sing, the most talented out the camp. Now I remember when I graduated high school in 2008, I used to go to the clubs and you would see 1017 everywhere. I'm talking about Waka, Frenchie, Woo, OJ the Juice Man. You'll see everybody that was affiliated with Gucci Mane everywhere. They was the hottest in the city. Not even to mention the production. You got 808, Mafia, Southside, all of that. Then the next generation came. That's when he had Young Scooter, Young Thug, Pee Wee Longway, the Migos. I watched him personally, how he snatched up the Migos. Then he got the producers. We talking Metro Boomin, Mike Will made it. He put on everybody. Everything came through Gucci. Hell, even the people that weren't coming through Gucci wanted to come through Gucci. Remember 21 Savage had a whole free Gucci mixtape. But these days, things are a little different. You can't run the game forever. And Gucci's making monumental mistakes, but I also think he's receiving a bad rap for some of the things that's going on within his label. Now, Gucci would go to prison and he would lose all those acts, and it would be time to refill his roster once he got out after serving 5 years. Now, he would start off signing Hood Rich Pablo 1, who was a relatively successful guy. He was already known in the streets and he was already bubbling in the music game. So people was like, okay, that's a good sign to get back on your feet. And I actually think that the Wopster liked Hood Rich Pablo 1, but the problem was that the streets didn't. The streets was robbing them left and right. They was stripping them butt naked. They was giving them wet willies and wedgies and punching them all in his lips swole up like Martin. He looked like a Willie Lump in the street, so they had to drop him. I mean, damn, how many insurance claims can you make in a year for some jewelry before they start saying, are you doing fraudulent activity? He also signed Asian Doll, but she was more concerned about fucking demons than actually being a damn demon. And she was the first ever drill Texas rapper, which, does that even sound right? We had to get her out the paint. Next, Gucci signed Lil Wop. And we ain't talking about Lil Wop like Gucci Jr. We talking Lil Wop like wet ass Pooh Nanny. Yes, it came out, and he actually put it out himself, that he actually was a transsexual man. He likes wearing lipstick and putting pigtails in his hair, and he loves men. He likes taking wee-wee in his boo-boo. Now, fortunately for Guwop, he already got rid of Lil Wop before all of these accusations came out. So I'm not gonna say that Gucci was discriminate. He just let the man go out of his contract. Now, he dropped the rest of those acts and started over 1017 again. So this is like the third or fourth generation. But he hit his head on the goalpost when he signed Pooh Shiesty out of Memphis, Tennessee. But the problem with Pooh Shiesty, and I don't know if Pooh Shiesty was just trying to prove to Gucci that he's really like that, or if he just couldn't leave the street ties alone. But the problem was Pooh Shiesty was uber talented, but he was also uber dumb as hell. Because while visiting Gucci in Miami, Pooh Shiesty would do the unthinkable. He would be renting a Lambo and trying to buy Jordans off of these white guys, but still rob them with the Draco across the street from the police station in the most safest part of Miami, Florida. What are you doing? It was all on camera. They shot the white boys in the ass. And while out on bond with that, He's still making good music. He's making hits with Lil Durk. This man, Pooh Shiesty, while doing another show in Miami, Florida, would come out with the skinniest of his skinny jeans on. He'll have 4 pockets full of money sticking out like a real ass country nigga. And he would leave his right pocket in the club. Yeah, some money fell out. So while getting upset trying to get his money out, security would escort him out, and he would actually drop his gun out of his pants, and the gun would go off and shoot one of the security guards. And he kind of forced his own hand while being out on bond to just go ahead and serve his time and plea out and get it over with. And he's still currently incarcerated. Then we have Fujiano, another promising artist that was from Greensboro, Georgia. He was probably the second most demanding artist on the roster at that time. He had some hits. Baby mama ain't shit. Yeah, she won't let me see my son. And unfortunately, I don't know if he wanted to see his son that bad or he just had to get the hell up out of Dodge because he had old cases and he'd done time before. And so they slapped the ankle monitor on him, and all he had to do was just sit there and record music in the house. But that wasn't enough for him. The boy would cut the ankle monitor, and the police would find the ankle monitor on the side of the interstate. Now, what's so crazy is that he didn't give a damn about anything while he was on the run. He was still on Instagram. The boy was in my neck of the woods at my old high school with Quavo them playing basketball. Yes, he was at Berkmore High School playing hoops while the police were looking for him. And eventually they would get him. And he's still currently incarcerated himself. Then we got the worst out of the worst, and that would be Hot Boy West, who was always a wild card. He was a pain artist, man. He was going through real shit, and he was good when he put it on wax. The problem was he was always deep in the streets. We didn't know if he was going to ever make it as a rapper because he always had problems with the police and problems with his gang affiliation in Texas. Well, he was out on several bonds. He had several charges, one of them being he tried to run over his baby mother with his kids in the car. That was very reckless of Hot Boy West. He would plead out to 15 years. Then we have Big Scar, a Memphis native, Memphis rapper, actually was the cousin of Pooh Shiesty. He would end up passing away due to the epidemic of fake perks, and he would take him one and he would lose his life. And that would be followed up by yesterday. Unfortunately, we had the passing of Love Enchanting, a 26-year-old Fort Worth, Texas rapper / singer, probably the most versatile one in 1017 at that moment. She's actually wasn't 1017. She was independent at the end, but most of her career was with 1017, and she would actually pass away the same way that her best friend Big Scar died. And that would be allegedly, well, I'm going to say allegedly. The streets are saying that she had another fake perk. And they said that she had a problem. She was trying to get clean. And we know that that comes with trials and tribulations, man. And she accidentally overdosed allegedly. And now she's no longer with us. Rest in peace to the ones that didn't make it. And it just goes to show that people feel like there is a curse going around at 1017 because they're losing artists to either the sales or they're just losing their life. And there's more artists who went to jail, but these are the ones who that we more publicly know. Let's talk about this situation. What's happening, YouTube? It's your boy Big-JusLaFlare, and welcome to the LaFlare Lounge. With it now, hey, I appreciate what y'all been doing, man. Make sure that you hit that like button. That's all I'm asking for y'all to do right now is just hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. Let's get me in the algorithm. It's free. It ain't taking you no time. Look, it's just right. It's like right here or something. Hit the like button. Now, as y'all see, man, 1017 been suffering around this third, fourth generation, man. He just can't seem to get it right. That's the wopster that I'm talking about. And people are starting to say that it's cursed, that you don't need to sign to Gucci because you gonna end up dead or in jail, things of that nature. Now, some people have died. Some people have went to jail. Are we gonna put that responsibility on Gucci? That's the real question. Now, if you were to ask me, I think that Gucci has faults, but I don't put Gucci responsible for people and their own individual actions. What do I mean? Hood Rich Pablo Juan was out here getting robbed. What did that have to do with Gucci? That didn't have nothing to do with Gucci. He's a grown man making his own decisions, right? He's doing 5 years in prison right now on a RICO charge. Those were because of decisions that he made, right? Then we have all the other artists that's in jail, all the other artists that didn't die, right? Unfortunately. Now we just lost Love Enchanting. Right before that, we lost Big Scar. Gucci did not put a Percocet pill in these folks' hands, man. I hate to say it like that. I don't mean to be disrespectful to these artists, but you know, if what they're saying about Chant is true, they saying that she did a lot of grieving over Big Scar, who was her best friend, and Big Scar died the same way that she died, allegedly, from overdosing on Percocet with the fent, man. We seen other artists like that die, man. Actually, at the same time, that same week that Big Scar died, Gangsta Boo died, right? So I'm sitting here thinking like, damn, was there just a big bag of bad Percocets floating around Memphis, Tennessee at the time? It's possible. It's very possible. But we've seen other artists die from these type of things, man. These drugs, these pills. In 2024, you don't need to be taking none of that. People are pressing up fake pills and putting their own distribution of fent in the pills to get you high. But the problem is they're not doctors. They don't know what they're doing. Then these other artists, man, all these artists go to jail, man. When you signing somebody out the street, this is what happened. And see, Gucci, to me, like his wife said, Gucci is giving these folks an opportunity out the streets to be stamped by him, to sign his label, and to work hard and make something of themselves, and also bring a profit to Gucci. The problem that I would say is wrong with Gucci, though, is that Gucci is a talented, how can I say it? Gucci is a talented talent seeker, right? He knows talent when he sees it. The problem is Gucci doesn't know what to do with it, right? He doesn't know how to run his label. He doesn't know how to have day-to-day operations with these artists like he used to. And the reason that he used to have success with these artists is because they would stay in the studio with him 24/7 in Atlanta. Well, Gucci Man is trying to be a rapper and be a family man while also living in Miami. And that's the issue. Gucci is all the way in Miami. These artists are in Atlanta. How can you teach these artists how to be artists, how to be professional, how to conduct themselves in interviews, how to get good management, how to do certain things, just how they watch his work ethic? How are you going to be here to answer any questions, show them anything? Just show them the other side of the coin to get them out the streets when you're at home wiping baby's ass. Yes, there are sacrifices you have to take to be in this game. I know people don't like that, but that's just the God honest truth. And that's why these artists are leaving, or that's why these artists are going back to what they know, which would be the streets, because Gucci is just basically saying, hey, let me sign you. I'm going to give you some money. I'm going to give you my face card. Maybe I'll give you a song like Lil Baby or something like that. And then you got to continue to keep yourself hot. You got to go out there and work. And it's kind of like he's just rolling the dice on these artists. And he's hoping that they just get hot off of his stamp of approval rather than actually teaching them and learning them something. And that's the problem with Gucci. So Gucci should have somebody, somebody who runs the label that can actually be hands-on and hold these people hand, because that's really what the rappers need when they first get into the game. They need their handheld. That's just what it is. That's what it is. Walker was successful because he was with Gucci day to day. His mother is a manager. His uncle already seen how business works. He was here because of nepotism. If we really be honest, that's why that worked out. The Migos, they already had a work ethic. They were already hungry and striving to be artists. The ones that did it, Young Scooter, OJ the Juice Man, they kind of was always in the streets, and that's why they aren't really where they should have been. So it just goes to show, man, I don't think that 1017 is cursed. I think that the artists are going to be the artists, and if Gucci's not going to be hands-on with them, these artists are going to keep failing. That's just the honest to God truth. So y'all let me know what y'all think about this situation, man, because I'm a little stumped about it, man. Make sure that y'all like, share, subscribe, and comment. Hit that notification bell and let me know down below what y'all think. Who y'all blame? Is it a curse at 1017? We out, baby. Boom.